hello.
Hey.
Okay, something's wrong. Hold on a second. Hold on, JJ.
Okay.
Alright, for some reason, my earbuds were turned off. Yeah, so fuck my life. Give me one second, guys. Oh,
Yeah, well,
okay, let's
we
try
got to
again.
start out the stream with these technical difficulties. Let's get them out of the way.
Of course, it wouldn't be us, right? It wouldn't be me, really. Not your fault, but my fault. Hello, everybody. Hi, JJ. How are you?
Hi, guys. I am great. How are you?
Okay.
I'm a little tired, but I'm
You
good.
know, yeah, me too.
You
A little
doing?
tired, but I'm
You
good too.
doing? You doing?
Yeah, I'm
Good.
I'm down. I'm down. So, hello everyone. Okay, so
Hello.
JJ, I'm
Hello.
I'm gonna let you start because
Okay.
yeah, I don't
All
even
right. I could do that. I don't even know. I don't even
yeah
know. It's been a day. Okay.
yeah
So today we're going to be talking about online friendships and are they possible? Are they not possible? Um, and we're going to talk a little bit about ourselves as well. So that way you guys can get to know us. I know Cyndi and I have been doing a few streams together for a few weeks now. And so, yeah, we want
yep
to be able to let you know a little bit more about us. Oh, there you are. Look at you. You're on
yep
camera now. I see you.
yeah. I didn't want to be on camera because I don't know what's happening. I'm breaking out. Lord have mercy, but it is what it is, right? What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do?
Stress, girl.
It is what
Stress.
it is. Yeah, I think it is stress. But hi everybody. Thank you all for being here. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm just like feeling weird, feeling really weird today. So I'm just trying to be easy right now. It's just a weird. It's been a weird week for
It really
me.
has
So
been.
I'm gonna let JJ. Yeah, I'm gonna let you
Okay.
lead the stream. I'm just gonna follow you.
Okay. You follow me. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
So,
gonna follow you.
um, yeah. So, what do you guys think? Do you think it's possible we hear often that it's impossible to make real friendships online. Um, I don't necessarily believe that. I've made some friends online. I've made some friends that I talk to in real life. I talk to all the time. Probably know a little bit more about my friends that I've met online, a small group, than I would even say I would know. I mean, I have a few very close friends in real life that I've known for many, many years since we were in like the sixth grade, and we still get along good. And
Hmm.
I've always said, if I could just have those few good friends, then I'm extremely fortunate. But I've also been able to meet some friends online, and I know that some say that's impossible. You can't really get to know somebody, but I've not had that same experience, not at all. What about you, Cyndi?
Right. I so I agree. When I first got online on YouTube, I think that I misinterpreted friendship with being friendly, I guess, and
Yeah,
that led me to a lot of misfortune here online, unfortunately. And I have learned from my mistakes. You you can try to put your guard up, but I don't want to live my life guarded. I do protect myself a little more than I once did, and my skin has also thickened um to some things, but I would agree that I've made some amazing friends here online. I talk to you guys every single day, every single day. I do have
yeah.
a few friends in real life. In real life, like my friend Nelly is here and he can tell you I'm a loner, always by myself. I see him and we hang out, but otherwise I'm always by myself. I prefer to be alone. um And that doesn't mean that I don't know how to have friends. Me and Nelly been friends almost 20 years. I have friends that I've been friends with since middle school, since high school. Um,
Yeah.
and at first it was hard when you make friends online, because you think some people still feel like, oh, you're in different places. But because the world had to adapt and learn how to socialize digitally, right, in the last 2 years, especially because of the state of the world, this became the norm really for a lot of people. Even friends that you were just like, maybe you could cross the street and see, you still had to socialize with them at a distance. So this became our way to socialize, doing Zoom calls or Skype or whatever, FaceTime. So it kind of normalized online friendships and relationships for me more, and I didn't feel as bad as like, oh my God, all my friends are online. Like at first you feel bad, like damn, but it
Yeah.
kind of normalized it for me. And like you said, we speak to each other every day, every single day,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
so I know that friendships can be formed online. And it may not
Yes.
be for everyone, but I would never tell someone else that any friendships or connections they've made with people aren't genuine. I could never tell someone else that. It's
Right.
individual, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we both were subs until fairly recently. We were not even in any real capacity creators. So, I've
Right.
seen creators like look to either stab each other in the back or get jealous, and the whole I'm gonna steal subs, which I never really understood. That how do you steal adults from? But anyway,
Yeah, this that's
I
that's no such
it,
thing. How do you steal
right.
people?
It's so weird. It is so weird.
Yeah, I don't get
But
that
yeah,
either.
so I've I've been able to meet some friends. I mean, like you and I, we've met in person, and you're not exactly far.
Yes.
You're like a 2.5 hour plane ride, and we're good.
Yeah.
And we do. We speak all the
Yep.
time. But I've made the mistake too in thinking that um, I'm maybe not really, what am I trying to say? Not really friends, but friendly, And I think people can
Right.
misinterpret
Right.
what a relationship actually really is. And I've seen that happen a lot,
Mm-hmm.
not just me and a little friend group, but I'm talking about lots of different communities and different little groups of the communities. So yeah, I've seen it go well, and then I've seen it go horribly wrong. But I would say that is the same in real life.
Definitely.
Friendships can go wrong. They certainly can. I just think that when it's online
Right.
friendships, things are heightened, and there's almost this expectation that is not realistic. An expectation to, you know, um, never be wrong about anything, and or never um, misspeak, or you know what I'm saying? Am I making sense? Oh, she's yelling
Yeah,
at a
you
kid or a
definitely are
husband right
making
now.
sense. Right. It's like,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Sorry. I was, but I'm here. I get it. It's like you're almost like you said at a heightened awareness, and you don't want to hurt people's feelings, and it's harder, right? Like through text and through typing, things can be misinterpreted all the time, right? That's why I prefer to talk in voice with you guys, because you can hear the inflection in my voice, you can hear the sarcasm. Sometimes when you're typing, even if you're making a joke or being sarcastic, it gets missed in lost in translation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
definitely.
and you have to be very aware of that. I agree, definitely. Sorry.
Okay. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that It's possible to make real friendships online. See, I look at it like, how long has it been? It's been years now that people have been meeting online and getting married or forming great relationships. So I'm not really sure why friendships, need to be
Excuse
any
me.
different. I think it's certainly
Right.
possible, but I think there are definitely different expectations, especially amongst the creator and subs. That can get tricky, that can get hard. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think we already know that, and I think that, in this conversation, we just wanted to show our stance a little bit on that, and to let people know that it certainly is possible. You just have to know what boundaries, you got to set up boundaries, good boundaries that you either aren't willing to cross, or that if someone does cross them, you put them in check real quick.
I
Anxiety
agree.
says,
I agree
yes, I
that,
have met my best friend on here. Yeah, see?
yeah, Skip, right?
Definitely.
Skip, her and Skip are the dynamic duo. Yeah. I agree. And I think that that can be done. And like you said, there are people that get married and meet their soulmates online. And there's also the other side of that, these freaking romance scammers that try to scam you out of your fucking life savings. So it
Yeah,
can go both ways, right? Like, trust
it
me, I've
really
met my
can.
share of them scammers. They're always in the
Mm-hmm.
military and always need $3,000 for some joint. If you're in the military, send me 3 G's, please get up out of here.
Right.
Anyway, but so I think that boundaries, having healthy boundaries, are important in any relationship. Like you said, with subscribers and creators, it can get very tricky because now that I'm being more aware that anything you say, like let's say I DM a subscriber and things can get twisted and misconstrued, and so now I have to be very aware of that. There's still, and not like I'm not a YouTuber, guys, so don't misunderstand that, but I'm saying there was an incident on Instagram. I'm not going to go into specifics, but there was an incident on Instagram, and you guys have heard me say in the past, there's certain things about my life I do not share. I do not speak about my children. I do not speak about my relationship. And someone publicly was saying some stuff, and I feel like that's a boundary that was crossed because I don't cross that boundary. If I don't cross that boundary and you're my friend, that's a boundary you should never cross. And you're disrespecting me. You know what I mean? You're disrespecting me by crossing boundaries that you know that I have set, and that I'm private in that way. I do not talk about that online at all. So for you to feel that it's okay for you to cross that boundary, and I've allowed it for a while now. And like I said, I give people so much grace, and I'm done doing that as well. Hey, JJ, what the hell did JJ go? Oh shit. Sorry guys, excuse me.
You
Uh
lost me.
you back. I know,
Uh,
I was like, wait, why am I in the
I'm back.
center? Anyway, okay. Yeah, so I just wanted to say to Tira, I am sorry about that whole situation. Uh, anyway, we don't got to get into it, but I just wanted to apologize to Tira because she was like, "What the fuck? What the hell? What's going on, girl?" So I just think if I respect people's boundaries, respect my boundaries. Respect my boundaries, especially if you know me and you know that there's certain things that I don't talk about because I don't want to open that door. Because once I open that door, when you open the door, others are gonna walk through it. That's like my leaving my front door open and expecting people not to be like, oh, okay, let me see what she got in there. I don't open that door for a reason, you know? So boundaries are definitely important.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are. So we are going to talk today about a little bit about ourselves. So that way, I mean, we've been coming on a little bit and, you know, talking our shit. So we thought we would tell a little bit more about ourselves, and we absolutely are welcome, are open to questions. They're welcome. Just
Right.
nothing too personal, Otherwise, we're gonna like
Yeah.
tell you to get a life. Otherwise,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. But I wanted to, sorry, I saw Tira said I have experienced navigating boundaries on the internet. There will be different boundaries than real life. And I think, I think so, because it's like I said, some people will misconstrue being friendly with being friends, and that can get sticky, right? If you're like, let's say you're DMing someone and they see more into it than you do, and let's say they start DMing you every day and you can't get back to them because life happens, and now they're mad, so now they're going to go into comment sections or wherever and talk crap about you. So I think that it's so much of a gray area, right? A lot of it is you learn by trial and error. Sadly, it's true. You learn by having bad stuff happen to you, and you're like, oh damn it.
Yeah.
Sadly, that's how you have to learn some of it. But I guess you can take parts of your real life and implement that online. You know what I mean? You should never allow online things that you wouldn't allow in your real life, and maybe vice versa. But I guess
Yes.
it's all individual, and you learn by error sometimes. Well, I do, because I'm hard-headed as hell. Well, anyway, okay,
Yeah,
JJ.
I'm with you. I've done the same. So, I think that a lot of us have done the same. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to talk about me, which makes me a little uncomfortable, but I'm going to talk about me anyway. So my name is JJ. I am
No,
absolutely
your
an
name is
introvert.
Sarah.
Sarah. What the
I'm
fuck?
sorry. Go ahead. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Sarah from. Yeah, my name's Elizabeth. Anyway,
My name is
so
Jerome. Go ahead. Go ahead.
oh
I'm sorry.
Jesus, oh Jesus. Okay,
I'm sorry, JJ. Go ahead.
so I am an introvert. I am Christian, which I know some of you have heard me say. I don't mention that a whole lot anymore because people just love to pick that apart. Because you walk
Yeah.
on water in your absolute perfection if you
Yeah.
are
No, I'm telling
Christian.
you.
And I have two kids. I have a son and a daughter. They are older, 20 and 22, which is amazing at this point. I'm loving having older kids. I know a lot of people love the little stage, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I love that too, but I really love having older kids that have become like I'm seeing the people they're becoming, and they're awesome. They're really great kids. So that is what is most important to me is my kids. I have two,
Mm-hmm.
no, wait, no, two. I'm almost losing one here. I have three mini poodles.
Yes.
Um,
3.
yes, three. I have Sebastian. He's the baby. He's only a year and a half. I have Bella, who's 11, and
Right.
Bentley, who is 8. Um, I'm not really going to talk about what I do for work, but
Right.
yeah, I have work. I have a husband. I live in Florida, and I grew up on the water. So my kids have grown up on the water as well, the Gulf of Mexico, to be exact.
Nice. Nice. I'm
Yes,
jealous.
yes,
Nice.
yes. What
Nice.
else is there? Oh, I love to garden. I love it. Love to grow my vegetables and fruits and my flowers. That is very therapeutic for me. I love to go outside barefoot and play with my plants. I also love makeup and all
I was
things
waiting. I
fashion.
was waiting. I was
It
waiting.
was
I was like,
coming,
girl.
right? Yep.
Yeah. I was like, uh-huh.
I'm a bit of a collector. Yeah, the makeup collecting. So, yeah. Um, if you haven't seen, I have on, does JJ equal Jenny Jones? Jenny Jones. Jenny Jones, like the talk show host, Jenny Jones.
Oh,
She's
that's old school Jenny Jones. Oh my God.
Yeah, it
That
is,
brought me
right?
back, Jenny Jones, right? Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What does Jenny Jones have in common? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Just the
I have
JJ.
no.
Just the JJ.
That's
That's
it.
about it. Yeah.
Um,
But go ahead.
I
On your
don't.
channel, you uploaded the.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I uploaded a video, like a little tour. of
A little
my
tour, a
vanity
huge
room.
tour. Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys need to
JJ
go to her
Lock
channel and check it out. What is it?
likes long walks on the, oh, I guess the beach. Oh
On the
yes,
beach?
yes. Police wife life I love. No, actually, this is a funny story, and this will tell you a little bit more about me too. Um, when I got divorced, I thought, because I was divorced very young, I had my kids young. So I was, I don't know, 23, 24, I got divorced. So I went ahead and put my profile online. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this online dating thing. Now I'm a little older, right? So online dating was pretty new even back then. So I'm like, well, what do I put? Everybody's saying they like long walks on the beach. I hate fucking
Right.
long walking anywhere. I don't care if it's on a
Yeah.
beach, on a hill, down a hill. Like I don't care. I don't want to go for a fucking walk. I want to
Right.
lay like
No
in
walking.
a lounge chair and like lay in the sun with a cocktail and do nothing. I don't want to exercise.
Right.
So,
I feel
like,
you.
what am I going to put on here? I sound like such a terribly boring person. So, yeah, I thought, all right, well, this isn't good. I'm like, I guess I'll try this new one, right? This eHarmony, because they're going to
Oh, you
help me
tried
out.
eHarmony?
I
Nice.
did, but listen to what eHarmony told me. And I've not heard this happen to anybody else. So
Right.
if this has happened to you, please tell me in chat because I would really like to not be the only one. So I did my eHarmony profile, clicking everything, clicking. So I'm like, they give you some ideas to put in there and stuff, right? So I put my ideas in there, but I'm still being true to myself because, I don't,
Right.
example, I don't want a guy who thinks I love long walks. And I'm like, get the fuck
Right.
out of here once we're like, really talking. So
Yeah.
I did everything. I'm waiting because they're gonna give me my matches for who I'm gonna like. I get to pick through the little catalog of men. And would you know, fucking eHarmony told me I was unmatchable. I was I was
What?
insulted,
That's disrespectful.
right?
That's so
I'm like,
disrespectful.
I was ready to throw my laptop. I'm like, what do you mean I'm unmatchable?
Yeah, what
That
the
is
hell does that even
impossible.
mean? Right.
Within a hundred
There's
mile
nobody out
radius.
there. Were you overqualified? Was that?
I don't know. I don't know. But
They are
it was with
disrespectful.
it was within 100-mile radius. I don't care
Right.
as long as it was male because I love I'm heterosexual and I'm like, all right, I
Right.
want men. I don't care what race, whatever. No,
Right.
nobody wanted to be matched with me. Well,
That's
the
terrible.
computer system said I was unmatchable. So I couldn't go any further. I couldn't even pay.
Oh
So
wow,
upset.
that's disgusting. That's fucked up. I would be
I
pissed off.
know.
Like, wait.
Yes, yes, honey.
That's pretty
One day,
funny.
oh my God. The only thing that is funnier than that was how I met my husband. But I won't say that on this stream because it's a little bit of a story. Did I tell
Yeah.
you, Cyndi? I told you
No,
guys.
actually, you did you?
What? I didn't
I
tell.
don't know.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
Lord.
Now I'm feeling
Okay.
some kind of way. Now you got to tell me.
I would have sworn I told you. Okay, well,
Mm-mm.
I'm not gonna tell you now. I'm gonna tell you.
All right.
I'll save it for the next time.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Now,
But you're gonna have
your
to tell
turn,
me
girl.
later, and
All
then
right, I'll
we'll
tell you
share
later.
it together here. But you tell me
It's
later.
it's insane. It's another one of those things where you'll be like, what?
Okay.
I'm
I
telling
look
you.
forward to that. And that maybe we'll both share our stories because my story is pretty funny too, even though it was eons and eons ago. But it's a pretty funny story too. Anyway, okay. Uh, me, what can I say about myself that I haven't already said? Like, um, I don't know. I don't like doing shit. I don't like. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I I don't know. I'm kind of an introvert too, which is strange because I used to be really outgoing young when I was younger, but it got me in a lot of trouble. I used to go out to parties. I used to be The person that would go to a club and not leave till it closed, would be in the center of the dance floor all night. I loved dancing. I loved it. I still do, but I don't go out anymore. But that was my thing. I was always going out, always and it just got me in trouble. Like all the girlfriends that I used to have, they all just used me. Cyndi was the one to get the ride. Cyndi was the one to get us the food. Cyndi, it was always Cyndi, 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 Cyndi. They would steal my clothes. They would just steal my makeup. Like I was just, it was all on me. Um, so I guess as you get older and all the things I've been through, been in trouble, I'm in recovery. I I don't do any of that anymore. You know what I mean? Like I'll have a drink now and then, because alcohol was never a problem for me, but I do know my limit and I don't get drunk. Anyway, I just me makeup. I love makeup. I love collecting makeup as well. My collection is not like JJ's collection. Listen, I've never seen a collection like that in my life. Her collection is, ha, he, ooh, beautiful.
You
But
got to
I
come
do
and
enjoy.
play in my vanity
Yeah. Oh
room.
man, I would live there. I would live in her makeup room. Like, I would love it. But
It
I
used
do
to be a
enjoy.
guest room.
Listen, listen, listen. When my son moves out, I might make that into. I'm not throwing him out, but
Do
I'm
it.
saying I'm gonna make that into a little makeup room and hook it all up because I would love to do that. There's little places in my house that are really girly, and this shit keeps moving. Sorry, um, but I can't really do that. You know what I mean? Like I have a little corner over there with my desk with my makeup, and I have. But I would love to do that. I would love to do that, and maybe not throwing my son out. I don't want him to hear me and be like, "Damn, she's throwing me out." But if my son ever moves out, that's what I would use that room for, just makeup and stuff. I would leave the bed in there, in case he wants to come home, whatever. But that's basically all. I like to stay home. I'm a horror movie fanatic. Love horror movies. I think I've seen almost every horror movie ever invented. And that's what I like to do. I like to stay home, watch movies. If you ask me, can we go out or stay home? I prefer to stay home and watch movies. That's just me. I guess, like I said, I've done it all. I've been through a lot. I've been in trouble. And I guess when you go to prison, you learn to appreciate. Not only was I in prison, but I was also homeless, uh, 20 years ago in prison. And so just having somewhere to rest my head is like such a blessing to me. So I just like to stay home. Because I always thought that when I was in prison and I used to be in that cell, I used to lay there at night and I used to be like, oh my God, if I just had somewhere to rest my head, it wouldn't even have to
Yeah.
be a big place. That I used to dream about that, about having my own place, about being able to put my own key in the door. And so that was a huge thing for me. So every day that I do have a place to live, I I cherish it. I do. I cherish it. You know what I mean? So I'm a
Yeah.
simple
I
woman. I know I come here acting like I'm not, but I'm a simple woman. I am. Listen. Sneakers and jeans, and that's me. You know what I mean? I do a little bit
mhm.
with the hair and with the nails and with the makeup, but otherwise, I'm a simple woman. I really am.
And it's funny because I think about it, and anybody that I've considered, a pretty close friend, besides Caddy,
Right.
is even in real life introverted, loves to be home, loves to do home things, take care of the house, make sure it's all nice
Yeah.
and clean and neat and cook and,
Yeah.
the garden. I mean, I am Martha fucking Stewart over here. I am.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I may not, the food may not taste as good, but whatever. In my
Right.
mind, I am Martha fucking Stewart.
Well, call me Walter Mercado then. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I would be Malta Stuarta. the ratchet version. The ratchet version of JJ is Cyndi. That's me. That's me. Oh god.
Well, I love my ratchet friend. I love my
I love
ratchet
you too.
friend. Then
I always
I'm
say that
ratchet.
JJ is the Puerto Rican that got out of New York. So it's
Oh,
funny. It's funny.
I got out of New York. My parents moved me here when I was not even quite 9 years old yet, and
Right.
I'm grateful for that. You know, I still have
Right.
family that is in New York, and I often wonder, you know, what my life would be like what would I have
Right.
done differently,
Mm-hmm.
you know, than
Yeah.
what I am now, you know. And I don't like to think of that because then I wouldn't have the kids I have now and
Right.
that
Right.
sort of thing. So I think that
Yeah.
we are where, you know, we are meant to be at this time.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
think you are doing amazing.
Thank
And
you.
I yeah, I couldn't imagine not having you as a friend. That would suck.
Thank you. I
I'm
love you too.
honest.
And I agree, JJ. You know why? I don't ever look back on my life and wish to rewrite it, because if I'm honest, I was afforded, like, I people have heard my story. I had a really, really traumatic childhood, but I went from having nothing to having everything. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up very traumatized, were abused, all of that. But then I went from one side of the spectrum to the other. I moved in with my dad, and he afforded us everything. We didn't know what it was to want or need anything. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I could never say that the mistakes that I've made were because of my upbringing, because of any of that. Because even though as a kid I know what it is to have suffered, I also know what it is to have been blessed. So I think that
Yeah.
the bad choices that I made were because I was damaged and didn't know how to express that. And it wasn't the fault of anyone else. It was just fate, I guess. And I was just unlucky in that way. But going through all of that, right? Going to jail and all of the things that I went through made me a better person, because, like, when I was younger, I was very entitled. I was a very entitled young woman.
Oh
No,
no.
yeah, yeah. I didn't want to hear no. You didn't tell me no. Like, no, what? So going through everything I went through really humbled me and made me realize that I'm not owed anything. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. Today may not be that good, but it could be worse. It could be worse, you know?
Right.
So,
Right. Same. I teach my kids that, you know, I don't like entitled attitudes at all. They were never allowed to act entitled whatsoever because I mean, I don't want to say a hard disciplinarian. I didn't beat my kids or anything like that, but I was pretty tough on them. Like, I wasn't putting up with no bullshit. You know, I was not one of these
yeah.
moms that if the school called, I was like, oh my God, what'd the teacher do? It must be the teacher's fault.
Oh, yeah,
No,
no, me either.
it's
Mm-mm.
like, sorry if, yeah, the kids knew. Like, if a
Yeah.
teacher called for something, yeah, their ass was in trouble. They would stay in their room. They were giving up all their toys or electronics. You know,
Yeah.
I was pretty tough on them, but I look at the way I was raised, and my parents were a whole lot more tough on me
Yeah.
than
Oh,
even,
definitely. Definitely.
and so, yeah, I never, you know, thank God I had never had an experience with jail or prison, but I can see how easily that could come about. So I never
Yes.
judge or look differently at anybody, you know, that has had that happen before.
Yeah.
I just don't, you know. It could
Yeah.
happen to
It
any of us. We're not
it could.
saints.
It could. And I
Yeah.
think that also too, I never listened to some people who believe in a higher power may call it divine intervention. Some people just say it was luck. Some people say it was their gut or your instinct. Whatever you may believe, I was always given that. Like, I always had that little twinge in me that told me, Cyndi, go home. And every time I ignored that, I got myself in trouble. But there was always that warning. I always had that. Like, something in me would turn and say, oh, don't do that. Don't go there. And I ignored it, and it always got me in trouble. So now I'm just better, more aware. And when something says, Cyndi, don't do that, I don't do that. You know what I mean?
Good.
And it's about paying more attention to your surroundings because it could happen to any of us. I wasn't very street smart. I wasn't. I always got myself in some stupid shit. And it's a life lesson. You know, I was always too lenient with my sons. I was. Like I said, I never hit my kids, not saying in that way that I was too lenient, but I was
Right.
always too lenient. Like always it always bothered me in the back of my mind what I went through, you know, as a kid. And I always had that guilt, like I don't want to do that to them. So it's always played a major part in my parenting. And there was a lot of times where I should have been more stern and I wasn't. And, you know, I regret that now. But thankfully, my boys are good. I have five sons. Sorry, people probably know that. But my sons are, oh my God, I'm going to age myself right now. My sons are 27, 26, 23, 20, and 17. And I had my sons very young as well. I had my sons right out of high school. I was actually, it was kind of embarrassing. I was a senior in high school in an all Catholic school, girl high school, and I was pregnant with my son. I gave birth right after graduation. But yeah, so
They
and it
didn't. The
was
nuns
funny.
didn't kick your ass out.
No, my school was amazing. I went to an amazing
Uh,
Catholic school. And what's funny is that so there was a lot of girls pregnant in my high school. Like, listen, Linda. When I was
that's what
in
happens.
when I was in ninth grade, there was a lot of seniors when I was just coming in that were pregnant. And so they would still have to wear the uniform, you know, the little pleated skirts with the shirts, and we had like blazers and for special occasions we had the Letterman sweaters and all of that. All of that. My school was official. But when I got pregnant, I was like, listen, I'm not fitting into that pleated skirt because you know you get it fitted to your size. I was like, I'm
Yeah.
not doing that. So I went, I think it was Conway's, and I found like this one piece. It was so cute. It was a little skirt, and it was the same colors as my school uniform. And I took it to the dean, and I was like, listen, I can't wear this. And she made me go and purchase a whole bunch of them in all sizes, and that became the official uniform for any girl that got pregnant in my school. So I started that with like it was so weird, so funny, but yeah.
Look
So
at you being a trendsetter for
I'm
pregnant
telling
young
you, I was
people.
like, I'm not fitting my stomach, squeezing my stomach. But my school was really, really good in that way. Like they really were good to me. Like I went through a lot when I was a senior in high school, and they were really good to me. My school was really good to me. So yeah,
I
I have
was
no complaints.
20. I was 20 when I had my son, which was completely a shock. You know, I don't know how that could be that I got
Right.
pregnant, but
Yeah.
I fell pregnant. I woke up one day and I'm like,
He just
you
fell
know,
pregnant. Like
I fell
you just
pregnant.
tripped and was like, oh, so damn belly.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I'm telling
Right.
you, I was like, what? I don't know how this happened, but luckily,
Yeah.
you know, I had very good parents and they were extremely supportive and they really were helpful to me. I was still able to work and
Yeah.
uh, continue my career while my mom took care. My mom didn't work. My mom watched my kids for me instead of needing to put them into a preschool or daycare until they actually were old enough for preschool.
Yeah. That's awesome. My parents were really good too. They took my son since I brought him home from the hospital, and we were home 3 days, and my parents were already knocking on my door like, give me the baby. I'm like, the hell, 3 days old? They're like, give me the baby again, just give me the baby, go rest for the weekend. And it was ever since then, every weekend my parents came and got the kids, and my dad was there every time I gave birth with a fucking video camera with my brothers, like another baby, you know. And so every time I gave birth, my dad was there every birth, you know. So I've been blessed in that way, you know. I've been blessed. I love my parents. Like I said, I didn't always make the best decisions. Me and my stepmother didn't always have the best relationship, but I understand. When I became a mom, I understood. First of all, she took in children that weren't hers biologically, and she did the best that she could. She didn't have any daughters. She was the only woman in the house, and now she has to share her house with another female and a girl that's about to be a teenager that is damaged, you know. So I understand it now. When I was back then, I didn't, but I understand it now, and I thank her for everything she did do for me and my brother. She took us in. We didn't have to stay in foster care thanks to her and my dad. So I appreciate everything she did. You know, she was tough on me, but she did it for the right reasons. She wanted better for me, you know, and I got pregnant young because I was looking for that love. I wanted it so badly, and I swore that a baby would afford that to me. And
Yeah.
it was very selfish of me. It was very selfish of me because at 18, I had no idea what I was doing. And if it hadn't been for my parents, I don't know what I would have done. They really helped me with all my children. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's the one thing I would do different. I don't regret my sons. My sons are the best thing I've ever accomplished in my life. I wish I had waited till I was older, because when I had my third son, I was older. I was way more mature. I cared for them differently. You know, my third son, I'm making homemade baby food, and I'm doing all these things way different
Yeah.
because I'm so much more mature, and I was just ready. I was just more ready. You know what I mean? So I love my
Oh
sons more
yeah.
than life. But if I could change that, I would have had my sons when I was older, because they deserved that. They deserved that. So that's
Right.
the only thing
And
I would ever change.
that's something that I've instilled in my kids too, like I don't regret having them, but it was hard. It was certainly
Yeah,
was hard having them younger like that.
definitely.
Now it's kind of nice that, I'm still at a younger age, and a lot of, their friends' parents are like
Yeah,
much older, like
right.
10 years older than me.
Yeah,
So it's crazy. And it seems like a lot of parents now, or a lot of people, I should say, are waiting until they're much older to have children. I've noticed that. And,
right,
hey, more power to them. You wait until you're established, and
right.
and then, but then there's the
Yeah,
negatives of being established. You're established, and you are set in your ways, and a good majority of your life, up until then, you've only ever known being on your own and not having to care for, a child.
yeah,
So, and I've seen that in my own family. It becomes like okay, it's not about you anymore,
right, right,
it's about the kid too.
right.
So, yeah.
And I've always
So
been
you
that
got,
way. I've always loved babies. Like, I used to babysit babies. Like, when my brother had his child, I had custody of the little girl of my niece, and I loved her. So, oh my God, we were so in love with that little girl. We did everything. And when she was ripped from us, it broke my heart. It broke my heart that my
yeah.
brother and his girlfriend, I've shared this story with you privately. A few years ago, my brother had a baby. One of my brothers, I have nine brothers, so I'm not going to say which one. If he watches it, oh well. But he had a baby. Yeah. And him and the baby mom couldn't take care of my niece. And so they came to me and my husband, and they were like, "Can you take the baby?" And I was like, "Sure, bring her to me." They brought her to us with no milk, no wick, no diapers, no change of clothing, nothing, with an umbrella stroller. And we went, and we went all out. We went all out. Got her a crib, got her a playpen, got her a walker, got her a new carriage, got her a whole wardrobe, bows for her hair, everything. And we would share pictures of her with the little cute outfits. Everything had to match, because I've always been that way with my sons. Their sneakers had to match their hats, had to match their jackets, their bibs had to match their stuff. I was always that way with my sons. So I was that way with my niece. And after almost a year, they come and they see the stuff. They're seeing the stuff on online, on Instagram, and they're like, the girl is like, "I want my daughter back, and I want all the stuff." And I'm like,
Oh,
"Yeah." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "She's good here. Like, she's good here. I want my daughter back, or I'm gonna call children's services. I'm gonna get you arrested." And I was like, "Come get her. Come get her. You don't gotta go through all of that. This is your child. Come get her." And they came and got her. And I remember she's like, "Where's the stuff?" I'm like, "You're not getting the stuff. And it broke my heart not to give her the stuff, but this is not a doll. This is a little
Right.
human being. You want to play
Mm-hmm.
dress up with her. And so what we did is it broke my heart not to send the stuff with my niece. I sent, the formula and stuff, the diapers, but I donated all that stuff. I donated everything to the women's shelter because I was like, I'm not doing that. You just ripped her out of our arms after almost a year of raising this baby, and that broke my heart. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
I don't. Oh my God.
I
Yeah,
don't
that
have
would
any
be so
grandbabies,
heartbreaking.
but I wait for the day to have a grandbaby, and I hope that that
I
never happens to me
know.
again. But yeah,
My niece is a year old, and it's like, I don't know. I don't even have ovaries anymore. But if I did, I think that like the grandma ovaries would be like shaking or something because
yeah,
I don't know why. Like and I've never been like this crazy baby person, but now I have my niece and I'm like obsessed. So I think that that's what happens, and now I'm wanting to have a grandbaby. Just don't want I want a grandbaby, but I want my kids to wait,
yeah, me too.
2022 is not old enough yet.
No. And I'm so glad my sons are 27, 26, no babies. And that makes me proud as well because they're getting their career. My sons are hardworking. I only have my youngest here. My other sons, they all live together. They have a great apartment in Jersey. They all work in the same restaurant. Like they're so close. My sons are extremely close. And I'm telling you, they all moved in together. They got a beautiful apartment. The apartment is beautiful. I showed you, right?
Yep,
Remember I showed you the
sure
video?
did.
They
Yep,
they're
seen it.
they're I'm so proud of them. And I would love a grandbaby, but I'm not rushing my sons. I want them to do it right. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I don't want them to
Right.
rush into having a baby with someone, and then because I'm not the maternal grandmother, I will sadly always only be the paternal grandmother. I have no daughters. I will never know what that's like to be a
What do you mean
maternal grandmother.
only?
I
What do
mean,
you mean
because
only? You
because let's be honest, when there's two sets of grandparents, the paternal grandparents are usually the second class citizens. Let's be honest. The maternal grandparents always get preference because the mom, those are her parents. You know what I mean? So I've always had that
Yeah.
fear, and I want my sons to do it right so that I don't have to fight to see any grandchildren that I may have because that'll break
There
my
you go.
heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah, I get
proud that
you.
they're doing it the right way. That's what I mean, I
Yeah.
guess. You know what I mean? I keep
Oh,
turning my
these
camera off when I
kids.
smoke a cigarette. Sorry, guys. I just don't like to smoke in front of everybody. But
How dare you? How dare
oh,
you?
Danielle, you became a grandmother recently. Congratulations.
Oh, she did. Oh,
Yeah, I became a grandmother
congratulations.
September 10th, 2021, and I have a grandson coming any day now. Oh, that's so
Oh,
amazing.
wow.
Congratulations, and I'm happy for you guys.
Amazing.
And I'm sorry I didn't say hello to everybody today, guys. Forgive me for that. I was just in a weird mood, and you know that I'm so grateful to have all of you guys. Me and JJ are so grateful to have you guys here. So I apologize for that. I'll give
Absolutely.
you my
So if you,
frantic wave. I love you guys. Sorry about that.
she's
I'm
in a
sorry about that.
mood. She's
Yeah,
allowed to be in a mood once in a while. Usually she's very happy.
yeah.
So
And
do you guys have any questions? You could put them in
yeah,
chat and just
yeah,
write question and
yeah,
then like a semicolon and then put your question after.
yeah.
As long as it's not something as personal as like what my bra size is, I will share it with you.
Miranda, you are so
Um,
young, girl. 28. Jesus. One of my damn pelitos
28.
is 28. Like, what the hell, girl?
Yeah, right?
Damn it. Shit. You're good. You're good. Yeah, I was in a mood, Tira. I know. I know. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I
I was
feel better.
42.
Yeah, I get to come and talk to you guys, and JJ, you guys just help me. And that's why I say when I come here, it's really therapeutic. I mean that. I mean that because I
Yeah.
was in a way, and now I feel so much better. I feel like myself again. So I thank you guys for that because it's because of you guys. Thank you. Damn, Caddy, I
Absolutely.
have 7 grandbabies and one on the way. My kids started late, but they are catching up. I know they are. I know they are catching up. Listen, oh my God, a whole bunch of babies all over the house. Oh my God, I can't wait. Well, I can wait. I can wait. Kids, don't even fucking try it. Yeah, yeah, but no, make me a grandma.
Exactly, right?
But I
Smack them
love
around.
that to have little babies in the house. I really I can't wait for that, to be a grandma, right? Because that's the best thing. Being a grandma is like the best of both worlds, right? You get to spoil the kids without having to discipline them, and then when you get tired, you could send them home to mom and dad. It's like, listen, that's the best. I don't have to lose my sleep at night, but I get to do all the good things, all the good parts of parenting grandparents get to do. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah. Okay, so there's a question.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Ziley. I appreciate that so much. Rachel M says, JJ, Cindy, what are you currently watching, streaming, any shows? Hey, allegedly. Hey, mama. So you go first.
What am I watching? Well, I don't really watch too much TV anymore. I end up watching a lot of true crime on YouTube, but I do watch any documentary. I really love documentaries on World War II. And I like to basically anything where I can learn. I love to learn something new and make it a
Mm-hmm.
point every day. It's just
Right.
really important to me. And then for like a guilty pleasure type thing, I
Mm-hmm.
watch some TLC shows like Sister Wives. What else do I watch? I watch some Housewives on Bravo, but that I kind of binge anymore. I used to be the type that would be like, oh, it's Wednesday, 9 o'clock. Beverly Hills Housewives are coming on, but not so much anymore.
Right. Yellow Jackets. Well, honestly, and this is, I swear to God, guys, I'm not like, I don't even know if I should say. Anyway, whatever. I don't have any streaming apps. So I just watch Tubi. Tubi's free. Pluto TV is also free. They have great movies on there, great shows on there. So those are streaming apps that you can use completely free. There's this other one. Give me the remote real quick, Al. There's this other one that it's amazing and it's free. Hello. Sorry, guys. All right,
Gonna
right.
whoop his
I am, because he can't find the damn remote. But there's this other streaming thing that, whatever. Anyway, I don't really watch any streaming. I like, honestly, DC comics. I'll just watch the animated ones. I love the Justice League, the Batmans, all those animated movies I love. Yeah, and I see Marvel and DC, I go between them. I love all of those animated movies. I am addicted to them. I have all boys. That's my thing. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I
you're a
love
boy
so
mom.
that's what I watch. I watch the Justice League movies. There's War. There's so many a great DC. So if anybody is into like Justice League, the animated movies, and they're not kid movies. There's the Red Hood. That one's gory, but it's amazing. So that's what I like to watch. A lot of animation. I like Family Guy, American Dad, raunchy stuff. That's what I watch. Either that or just horror movies. I'm watching um shows. I like Snapped. I like 48 hours, but I like the after the first 48. So they don't just show you what happens in the 48 hours, they show you the trial. Because you
Yeah,
watch the first 48 and it's like, okay, they got arrested, and they'll maybe give you the end. Well, they're still innocent until proven guilty. They're waiting trial. I like after the
yeah,
first 48 because they show you the trial and they show you what happens. So that crime stuff, I love true crime like that, but I
yeah.
really don't watch a lot of it because I can't afford all of those streaming services. I used to have everything. I used to have HBO Max, Hulu, Netflix, all that, all that. I don't have none of that anymore.
It's
But
ridiculous, to be
yeah,
honest. You have to
it
have
is
so many
ridiculous.
streaming things just to see like one show that you might like
Yeah,
be getting the streaming, and then another show you might like will be on a totally different streaming
yes.
service. It's
I had all of
ridiculous
them.
how
I had
many.
all of them, and it was ridiculous. But if I could pick one, I would tell you guys HBO Max is amazing. They have
Yeah, my husband likes
animated.
that.
I love it. They had all the DC. They had a lot of movies, a lot of shows. So if I had to pick one, I would pick HBO Max. But they do have free ones if you guys are interested. Tubi, Pluto TV. You can download those streaming apps and watch things for free. So those are good too.
Is there good
Anyway, okay.
stuff on there? Is
Yeah,
there
yeah.
like
I mean, some of them you have to watch ads, but they have everything that the paid ones. The only difference is
oh,
that they have commercials. That's the only
well,
difference.
yeah. I mean, that's like regular TV.
Yeah.
So,
So it's completely free and they have great movies on there. But it's just, you have to watch commercials.
oh, do they
Yeah.
got documentaries?
They have everything, JJ. Everything, girl. Everything. Everything.
I'm
They
gonna
have the
have to
cooking
look
shows, they have
into
the
that.
documentaries. They have amazing documentaries actually. So you should check them out. They're free. They're free. You can
I'm
download them
gonna.
on your phone, on your laptop, on your TV, everywhere. They're really great. Yeah. Okay. Any more other
Awesome.
questions? Anybody had? Oh, ID channel, Danielle. Girl, I love the
Yes.
ID channel. Oh my God,
Yes.
that is my joint.
Absolutely.
I used to just watch ID all day. Everything they would show, I'm just like, yep, I ain't gotta go nowhere right here. I loved it. I loved it. You're right. Yep. Okay, so I cannot do scary movies, but I do true crime all day. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. True
Uh,
crime. So good.
Allegedly says I love old cartoons. Guilty pleasure for Saturday mornings. Girl, me too. I'm telling you. I'm like a
Saturday
kid. I'm
morning.
like a kid. I love animated things. I love it. Hi, Wind Whispers. Oh my God, I want to say hi to everybody. Hi, everybody. I love you guys. But yeah, I love it.
And Cindy's
Yes.
extremely colorful too. Like she
Yes.
loves colors. Oh my God.
Right.
When I
Right.
met her, she was like a freaking rainbow. Like
I,
Skittles. Like
yes. I had my rainbow Doc Martens on with the matching mask. Guys, I am colorful as hell. I do. I
she's
love
very colorful.
colors. I do. And I was like a little, and I had a hat on, trying to look New York, but then I had some damn rainbow Doc Martens on with a rainbow mask. And I was so afraid. Her husband looked at me like, he was like, nice mask. I'm like, oh shit, you're gonna be scared. Like, this who my wife going with? I'm telling you. But he
Yeah.
was very
He's
nice. Yeah.
like, I want to make sure you're not sex trafficked. I'm like, okay, thanks.
I told him I still may after you leave. I may still sex traffic her after you leave.
That's what I told him. I'm like,
Yeah.
just it doesn't matter if you meet her or not. If I'm gonna be sex trafficked, I'm gonna be sex trafficked. Isn't that
Yeah,
funny?
exactly.
He's so crazy.
He's so, but
Crazy.
it was amazing that he really was genuinely worried. I love colors too, Tara. Colors, pink is my favorite color, but I love color. I'm like a little kid. My little niece, we bought a rainbow light, and I have to find it. She colored it for me. She colored it like it was a light, like kind of like the unicorn, but except that you color it in yourself. So it had the cloud and then the rainbow. And I told her to please paint it for me. She painted it for me, and I have it in a box still. I'm gonna put it up here too. I love it. I love stuff like that. I'm like a kid. I have Barbie dolls. Don't tell anybody. I didn't have Barbies when I was a kid. I was deprived of Barbies, so I love Barbies. I love them. But yeah, so I'm just a kid.
That's a
I'm just a
very
kid.
common. That's very common. People
Yeah,
say that things they couldn't have when they were younger,
yeah.
they end up getting it when they were older. So I think
I had
that
no
is a
dolls,
common
no
thing.
Barbie dolls. My cousin had, like, no lie, like 1,000 Barbies. She had every Christmas Barbie every year. They were kept in the box with the gowns. My cousin had every, so I would go to her house and I would play Barbies, and she's like, "Can we play something else?" I'm like, "Sit your ass down and play Barbies with me right now." Like I was one of those. But yeah. Rachel M said, "If you could, where was it? If you could get a tattoo right now, what would it be and why?" Ooh, glitter, yes, Caddy. Would you get a tattoo? Do you have any tattoos, JJ, that you wanna
I
share?
have no, I have none.
Okay.
Um, and but I almost did get a tramp stamp when they were like very popular. I thought about it, but then I didn't get it. I would actually. I thought about getting a little cross behind my ear.
Mm-hmm.
So I might still get that. Just something
Mm,
very simple and basic, but
yeah.
we'll see. What about you?
Damn it, JJ. I got a tramp stamp.
I knew you had a tramp stamp. I
Yep, I
knew
got
it.
it. I
Not this.
but in my defense, I got it 22 years ago. Went before that was a
Uh huh.
thing. You know what I mean? It wasn't a thing back then, and that shit was painful as hell. Getting it in the small of your back, hoo ha! That's the only tattoo I have
Yeah,
because I
it was
always felt like I
painful.
wanted. Oh yeah, I always felt like I wanted a tattoo where you can only see it if I choose to show it to you. So that's the only tattoo I have, and
Yeah.
it's the Chinese kanji, means love. And yeah, so I have that on the small of my back. Like I said, you can only see it if I show it to you. I have no other tattoos anywhere. I just didn't want to get tattoos on my arm because I always felt like I was so skinny. You know what I just didn't want to do it. But I see women with these sleeves and they look beautiful with them. I just
Yes,
never
they
thought it might look
do.
right. Yeah, but I did want to get
Yes,
other
when they're done
tattoos.
right,
Yeah, I do.
when they're
If I
done
could
right,
get
they're
another
beautiful.
tattoo, I would get either my son's names, but have a lot of sons that gonna be painful. So I might just do initials or imagine their whole name. Lord have mercy. I got too many damn kids for all of that. But maybe initials or maybe their birth dates or something like that. But I always wanted to get it
Hmm.
in Arabic because that's a part of my heritage too. So that's
Hmm.
what I would do if I wanted to get a tattoo, which I don't think I'm gonna do now. I just feel like I'm too old for that now. I mean, you know what I mean? Whatever. No,
Yeah,
no
no,
disrespect to
I
anybody,
got
but
you.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say that I knew you had a tramp stamp because I
No,
don't get a
no,
tramp
please.
either.
I did. I ain't worried about that, girl. I did. I did. So
No,
yeah.
I
Oh,
really
zero.
did. I
Adele
thought
doesn't
about
have.
getting one.
Oh, Tira has 9. Damn, girl. Yeah. See, Rachel. Yeah, nobody had that shit. When I got it, I had all the piercings. You could see I have a scar on my eyebrow. I had a piercing there, and the girl didn't do it right. I had a piercing here. I had the Marilyn Monroe. I was one of those. I was a village girl. I was a village girl. I wore the Doc Martens. I wore the MC boots, the leather jackets, all of that, all of that. So that was me. Yeah, that was me. But anyway.
My daughter, oh my God, she broke my heart. She got one when she turned 19.
Mm-hmm.
And it was for a friend of hers that passed away
Okay.
that was also Christian.
Oh,
And she got it, and her favorite saying was "Let go, let God." She would say
yes.
that to
Let
my
go and
daughter
let
all the
God.
time.
Yes.
Yep,
Yes.
and so she has that on her forearm.
Okay.
And she has a couple of she has two other ones that are they have to do with being diabetic.
Oh
So
wow. Okay, that's awesome
yeah,
too. Okay, so
yes,
Tira,
exactly.
sorry, Tira asked, um, if I could find it now. Damn it, damn it! It's on the screen. I can't see what this is. An idiot. What?
I'll
Okay.
read it.
Yes, please, because I can't see it. Okay, good.
Okay, but I gotta find it first. I mean, I could read it. I'm on my laptop, but okay, Tira. What the hell did you say, Tira? Okay, can you please tell me your favorite music or genre? Third one you just have to keep missing, so
Yeah,
ungrammatical
because
if
she asked
yelling.
us like
Sorry.
mad times. She asked us mad
Oh, okay.
times. That's all I
Did
know.
she? Okay. I love all music.
Yep.
I think people would be surprised. Like I love musicals, anything like Phantom of the Opera. I love
Yep.
hip hop. I would have to say my favorite hip hop is like 90s, early 2000s is
Yep.
definitely my favorite.
Yep.
And I mean, I love everything. I even love country music. I mean,
Me
I've
too.
lived in the South the majority of my life. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, I love it all.
Yep.
What about you, Cyndi?
I love it all. My favorite is salsa music, Mark Anthony, La India,
Oh, of course,
but
of course.
R&B. R&B is my joint. 112, all of that, Jodeci, all of
Oh,
that is my
yeah.
joint. I do like country music because I grew up with my mom, my stepmom, listening to Patsy Cline. I always knew when my father was in trouble
Mm-hmm.
because Patsy Cline was playing. Uh, Bob Marley. My dad always played Bob Marley, Luther
Oh,
Vandross.
yeah. I went to
I
his house.
did you?
Yes, in Jamaica. I went to his house for my 30th birthday. It
That is
was the
awesome.
coolest. It was so cool. Like he has a little shack, not to like we'll get back to the rest of them in a minute, but he has
Hmm.
a little like shack that he built his house around. The little
Oh
shack, the
wow,
tiniest. I mean, it was about as big as a shed, and
wow.
that's the house he grew up in. and he built his house, of course, when he got money, around that little shack, and
Oh,
it's
that's
so cool.
awesome. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
cool place. Cool
Yeah,
place to
my
go to.
dad loves Bob Marley. My dad, like I said, there was always I could always tell the mood of my parents. My mom would be Patsy Cline, my dad would be Bob Marley. When they were in a
Yep.
happy mood together, it was Luther Vandross. They actually, when I was 13, renewed their vows and everything, and we had a big wedding, and my parents had Luther Vandross as their, wedding song. So I love all genres of music. I love Wu-Tang. I love all of that, all of that, all of that, all of that. Tupac was my man. You cannot tell me that that was not my husband, because he was. He was. He was. He didn't know, but he was. I love all of that.
Yeah.
All of that. So I don't know
Yep.
this
Me
music
too.
now that my sons listen to. I'm like, what the hell are they talking about? But I
It's
still
a
like
little
all
bit
of that.
much. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
all
a
of
little
that.
much.
I listen to every type of music, every type. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
okay,
another
BB.
question.
Oh, you saw one before that? Sorry.
Nope, that's the question, BB's. Where is
Okay.
the one place that you would want to vacation where you haven't been?
Ooh, ooh. I want to go to Hawaii always. I've always wanted to go to Hawaii. I think it's beautiful, but I've always also wanted to go to New Orleans. I don't know. I just wanted to always see the buildings with the pillars, and I've always wanted to
Oh,
go to New Orleans, Louisiana,
New Orleans
but
is cool.
I've always wanted to go there and see the gators. I have a thing with gators, you know that already. But I wanted to go to Louisiana. Yeah, New Orleans definitely, but Hawaii,
You and the
whew,
gators.
yes, I know I'm fascinated with gators, but yes. Anyway, all right.
Yeah, they
How
don't
about
really
you?
care about you.
Yeah, right. They gonna eat my damn
Gators,
legs.
they don't. Unless you mess with them, they really don't care. They'll try to run away from you. It's like
Uh,
this misconception that the gators like want to come to people.
hmm
We see them on the golf course. They don't really give a shit about us. They
Yeah,
don't.
nah, I'm good. I'm
Um,
good.
okay, so where would I go? I haven't been. Um, Probably Poland. I want to go to Poland and Spain.
Oh, Spain.
Those two places.
Yeah. Paris,
Um,
maybe. I've always
other,
wanted to go there. But I heard they don't like Americans, so I'm like, I'm good.
yeah, my sister went and did like a little tour of Europe, and the least favorite place was Paris. No offense,
Right,
my
right. To
French
anyone that's
friends,
French,
but
right.
yeah,
hmm
but she said it was her least
Yeah.
favorite. They weren't very like helpful.
Or nice,
With
right?
even though they can speak English, yeah,
hmm
they didn't want to like help,
Yeah.
like with
I've heard that too
menus
from a
or
lot
any
of
of that.
people. Yep. Yep. I've heard that a
Danielle
lot.
Robinson,
hmm
Danielle Robinson, that is my favorite place I've ever been is Ireland. My favorite.
Really? Oh, man.
Beautiful. It is beautiful, and the people were so friendly and fun.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's so
it
amazing.
is stunning.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Sorry,
those
guys. Let me get
gators
my
would
charger.
probably, yeah,
Yeah, I
those
don't mess with
gators
them
would
gators,
probably
no.
chase me. No, they don't. They don't. Unless you mess with like them um when they're hungry.
Uh-huh.
Or like I mean not hungry, but like mating season.
Oh,
Like there needs to
yeah.
be,
Right.
yeah. I grew up on a river, and the river there's gators all the time, like on the banks, and I just canoe and kayak down the river. They don't care. They really don't.
Yeah. Oh, Egypt too. Oh my God, right? To see the
Oh, that would be
pyramids and
cool.
all of that. I would love that too. Yeah. But see, things
Yeah.
like that I've always thought would be beyond my reach. You know what I mean? Like I don't, but I guess you should set goals, right? I've I don't know. I've always wanted to go to Hawaii because I've wanted to see the volcanoes. I've always wanted to
Yes.
because Moana the movie, I'm telling you, I'm a kid. I wanted to see the water. Like when I went to Florida, I had a really severe fear of flying. This is why I've never been anywhere. I was I said I was never going to get on a plane in my life. I'm severely afraid of planes. So 2 years ago was the first time I ever got on a plane. I went to Florida, and it was really bad. I was so scared. But anyway, I when I went to Florida and I went to the beach and I saw the water, the blue clear water. it was the most amazing thing to me. You know what I mean? And it's not that I didn't travel because I couldn't. I just refused. I was like, I'm not getting on a plane. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy as hell. And
Yeah.
now I want to travel. You know what I mean? Like New York, the water. Listen, Linda, you ain't no such thing as no clean water. But so I had never seen water that blue, that beautiful. It was amazing. And it just opened my eyes that I want to see more of the world. I want my sons. My sons have been loads of places. My sons went to Florida and other places before I did. And my sons have been all over. You know what I mean? But I want
Yeah.
them to have that experience. I want them to travel and go places, and even if I can't, but yeah, so I
For
love it.
me,
Blue
it was
water.
New Orleans is fun. It is a fun city. I went 2 years ago, pre-COVID, and I wanted to go because I wanted to go to the World War II museum because I'm a nerd, guys. I'm a nerd,
Right.
really.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sorry,
it's
excuse me.
fun. The partying is fun too. Just don't drink these things called grenades. Oh my
Hmm.
God, they made me so
Yeah, it
sick.
sounds
But
like
other than
something I'm
that,
not a want. What the hell?
yeah, it did. It
No,
made me
thank
sick.
you.
If you guys have been to New Orleans, like in the French Quarter, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh, those things were nasty. Oh, I still
So
taste those things, and it was 2 years ago.
Tira asked, you can take three things, right? On a deserted island. 90 days, you would get 25K. You have to make it 90 days for the money. So what's three things, even one, you are bringing? You can only take three things, deserted island, 90 days. Fuck. Uh,
Can we have internet?
right.
Are we allowed to have internet? Because then I would just bring my phone. Well, 90 days. Oh,
Yeah,
God,
that's 3 months.
hard.
That's
I
three
mean, we need
months.
to bring like probably a fishing pole so I would get food.
Yep.
Um, Matches so I can make a fire. Uh, and I don't know. I mean, I don't really need any people around because I'm okay without
Right.
people. I mean, I
Right.
love my husband and my kids, but I think they'd survive for 90 days without me. Maybe, maybe,
Mine
I
would
don't know.
celebrate.
Because
Mine would celebrate. 90
I,
days without that mad woman? Shit.
what would
I
you
don't know.
bring?
I think I would bring my cigarettes. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm lying. I would bring like, yeah, I would bring like 3 cartons of
Cigarette.
cigarettes. Yes. I would bring, I don't need well, I was thinking microwave, but what the hell, I'm gonna plug the microwave in. So it's kind of stupid. But
Microwave.
I would bring a torch, like torch and lighter fluid. Because I'm
Yeah.
not doing that matchstick or fucking rubbing sticks together. Listen, Linda, I ain't for all that shit.
Yeah,
One
no,
of
I'm
those
not
big
rubbing
ass
those
torches
sticks.
that you light the stoves with, I'll bring that. And a net. Because all that fishing pole, now I'm gonna catch your ass in a net. I'm gonna catch some fish in a net. So that's what I would bring. A big ass net
You're
to
gonna
catch some fish, uh,
you're
a
gonna
torch, and some cigarettes. That's it. That's it. That's it.
Oh, my third thing. I could bring volleyball in case I need to have a friend like Tom Tom Hanks did. And Wilson. It was a volleyball, wasn't it?
Was
It was
it?
a
It was
volleyball.
a
Was
volleyball,
it a
wasn't it?
basketball or
No,
a
it was a
volleyball
volleyball.
or
It was a volleyball. I think it was a volleyball. It was a white ball. I used to play volleyball. Yeah, it was a volleyball. Yes, that's what it was. It wasn't a soccer
that's what
ball.
I thought.
It wasn't a soccer ball. No,
No.
it was a volley. I listen, Linda. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. I think it was a volleyball, but yeah,
Whatever, some kind of
yeah,
fucking ball
yeah,
that I can
yeah.
make a
Right?
face on. It'll be my friend.
You can do
We're
that on
so
a
stupid.
coconut. You don't need a ball. Just grab a damn coconut. Draw some damn eyes
Oh
on that shit. Talk to
yeah.
that shit. Why would you waste one of your
Yeah.
items on a damn ball? Just make that shit a coconut, right?
Make it a
Something
coconut.
circular on the island, a freaking rock. I would take a rock. Listen, some people think talking to me is like talking to a rock, so I just fucking grab a rock and talk to that shit
We're
back.
so fucking stupid. We're pretending we're really going on a damn island.
Listen, after being trapped at home for 2 years, well, fuck that. I can relate. I could relate to be on a stranded
Yeah,
island. No.
that is
Shit.
kind of true. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
damn
is
it.
kind of true.
I remember when it first started, I was so afraid, right? And then I'm telling you, real quick, my son used to be afraid of zombie apocalypse. I told the story before. He really was.
Hmm.
Like it was an irrational fear of my son. I had to stop him from watching the news. I had to stop him from watching all the stuff when he was little because he would have really severe anxiety about that. So I always think about the zombie apocalypse, and I'm like, what would I do if zombies? I'm trapped in this house. I would starve. Listen, Linda. I would either be turned to a zombie because I would have to leave this fucking house. I would try to go to a neighbor's house first before I go to the supermarket. Try to steal from my neighbors, see if they dead, I'm taking their food. If not, I'm dying because I have to get to the supermarket because I'm not one of those people that has their cupboards and shit full of food. No, I would die the first day because I would starve to death. But anyway, that is my thing. I always when the this whole thing started and the supermarkets were like running out of food, I was like, holy shit. I used to think about that. Like, this is fucked up. I was not prepared for this. You know what I mean? And it really made me evaluate, like, damn, Cyndi. And 2 years later, you would think Cyndi would know better, and Cindy's still not knowing better. Like, if the zombie apocalypse happened tomorrow, I'm gonna die because I'm gonna have to get out this house. Damn it. So shit. Learn some shit. Damn it, learn. Ay, Santo say. He always comes when I'm saying the
I
weirdest shit. I swear to God, every time he comes in, I'm like,
I know, right?
on
He's
some
probably like,
shit.
okay, look,
She's a
John.
weirdo. But yeah, that's me. I'm telling you, zombies. I'm telling you. She said I about
Right.
died when my kid walked in the door with his huge coconut. Like, what the fuck? I'm
Coconuts.
glad
My
that
kid
yeah.
loves coconut.
I've never really had a coconut. That's fucking crazy. I know, but whatever. I'm
What?
deprived. I
How do
know
you?
I'm not a real coconut. Not like how they cut the coconut open and put the straw in there. Never had that shit. I had the coquitos, like
Oh,
that fake
yeah,
coquito. Like
coquito.
yeah, that's it. I never had no real coconut that they slice it right in front of you and put the straw with the umbrella. No, I'm
Oh, they
deprived.
do that in Jamaica. They do it
Ah,
in Jamaica. They either do it like right at the airport, or if you go
mm-hmm.
on a cruise, they'll do it on the
Yeah.
cruise ship too, and they'll slice it for you with a machete right in
Oh,
front of you,
see?
and then boom,
Yes.
they give to you. Yep.
Yes. Yep. See, I'm deprived. I'm gonna get find them some damn coconut somewhere in December in New York. I'm gonna find a coconut. Be like, bitch, get out of here. But yeah.
Coconut water is delicious.
Oh,
Fresh coconut
Costco's. I could
water.
get one in Costco's. Listen, Linda, ain't no damn Costco's around here. But yeah, I could go to Jersey. You're right, and go to Costco's. My parents, they live in Costco's, but it's funny because my parents are the opposite of me. They got a fucking what is those things? A fallout shelter in their base. My parents are the worst. I swear to God, zombie apocalypse, they'll be good in their house for like 3 years. They have enough food and all that shit. They're good. I'm like the total opposite. But see, this is why I come here and JJ's the bomb. Like I love it. But you guys really got me out of that mood I was
You're the
in,
bomb.
and
Love
I
you
love you guys, and
too.
I hope that Tira said she needed that break, and this is what we should want to do, especially at this time, right before Christmas comes and New Year's. I really want to be here because I know New Year's is really hard for people. New Year's is hard.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Hi,
isolate, and
Santos.
yeah, so I want you guys to know that we can have fun together, escape all of that for a little while. You know what I mean? And just kind of keep us grounded that things will be okay. It may be bad today, tomorrow
Absolutely.
may be bad, but it'll be okay. You know, it's not
Yeah.
that bad.
And then next week we're gonna do our little duo here on
Yes,
my channel,
yes,
and I also plan to have a few more things, like even more on the serious note. I'm gonna have someone
yes,
on to talk about the missing Indigenous women.
yes, yes. I'm excited for
They
that
go
one.
missing. Yes, me too. They go missing all the time, and they don't get the attention that,
Yes,
and I believe it's because of the council, the tribal council,
mm-hmm.
and the police officers that aren't on
Yeah,
the reservations. They
yes,
have a difficult time
yes.
communicating or something, but
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of women that go missing, so
I
we're
think it is a
definitely going to be discussing that.
miscommunication, like, different
Yeah.
agencies not exchanging information, not sharing information. because that happens here a
Yeah.
lot too. You know, the state police may not talk to the local
Mm-hmm.
police, and it gets, things get missed because, you know, one
It's
agency
sad.
doesn't want to share information with others, and these are missing
Right.
women, missing people. You know.
Yeah, we're not talking
Yeah.
about like a missing cat. Not that a
Right.
missing cat is not important, or a missing
Right.
dog, very important.
Yes.
But it seems like, these missing women, they
Yeah.
just are falling through the cracks, and that's not
Yeah.
okay.
It's sad.
So
They're
we're gonna
already
start talking
missing.
about that.
They're already missing, and now the system is missing them too. They're falling through the
Yes,
loopholes of the system. You
that's
know.
right.
It's really
That's
sad.
right.
It's really sad. But yeah, also my birthday's in 11 days. I'm looking forward to that stream. We're gonna have so
Woo,
much
woo.
fun. We're gonna
Oh
do
yeah.
little shots. It's gonna be great. I hope you guys will all be here. It's gonna be the December 20th. It's on a Monday, so it'll be most likely after Charlotte's, because I don't think I want to
Uh-huh.
drink before Charlotte's, so after Charlotte's 6:30, or yeah, I'm not gonna drink before Charlotte's,
Modding.
please.
That's right. Not a
Yeah,
good idea.
oh my
Modding.
God, not a good look. So, and that way it can run a little longer if we're feeling it. I just really would like all you guys to spend, but
Yes.
that's in 11 days. But next week, me and JayJay will do it on her channel. Sunday, we will be here. I will be here. Whatever. Just come and have
Be on
fun. And
camera.
yeah,
I'm gonna come on camera for your birthday stream, and I'm gonna have a
yes, I'm so
disco ball this
excited.
time, so that
I'm
way
so
we can party with the
excited.
disco ball.
Yes, we're gonna drink. I'm gonna see if I have a little cake. I don't know, whatever. We're just gonna have fun. We're just gonna have fun. I just want to
Yes, we're gonna
celebrate
have
it
a
with
good
you
time.
guys. That's what I want to do.
Yep.
And I thank you guys. That we thank you guys for coming here,
Yes.
being with
Thank
us.
you.
We appreciate it so much, guys, and we hope that it lifts your spirits as much as it lifts ours. And we thank you for always coming here and spending time with us. And we're grateful, right? Anything else you have to say?
Yes.
Oh, when are we
No.
gonna collaborate, Santos? We need to. Yeah, we need to get up
Yeah.
and do a
Yeah.
collaboration. Yes, we need to get that popping.
Absolutely.
Yes, we're gonna hit you up. We're
No,
gonna
the
hit you up.
only other thing I want to say is, yeah, okay, you know what? Put in your calendars, December 20th. That's going to be a good time.
Yes.
And y'all have a great night.
Yes. And we love you, te quiero, te adoro, hasta luego.
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
Adios.
Let me put my little outro.
Oh my God, I'm doing the Cyndi wave again when nobody can see me.
Wait, let me do it one more time. Boy. The frantic one.
The frantic one.
Love you
Yep.
guys so much, guys. Love you guys. And we
Bye,
will see you Sunday
guys.
here.